time. Look where we are and what we've been through. Time, sharing our dreams. Time goes on, it goes on and on every day. Time is what it is, come what may. And like I
Yippee-ki-yo, yippee-ki-yay, working like 3 jobs, ready for a vacate. Like it when we touch down, like it when we spontaneous. So I work as hard as I play. I'm trying to see you in the moonlight, so you can meet me by the poolside. I know you're looking for a good time, yeah. But listen, baby, you the show. This is not a drill, this is how I feel. Pop champagne, I'ma do it for the thrill. Escape with me, I'm saying it maybe we could take off and then land on a jet ski. Baby, I hold you tight, top shelf with the dash, show you right.
Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy DZ. This is DZ Music, where music equals life. Here on this channel, we review albums. We go over an artist's full project from beginning to end. And on today's video, we want to talk about a boy band that has been around since 1993. They have been around, they are still going strong, and we want to talk about one of their most influential and one of their best projects that they have put out today. It is the album Black and Blue by the Backstreet Boys. Want to find out why I think this is their best work and why they are still going strong today and why people are still rushing to their concerts to this day? Stick around, let's find out as we dive into the album Black and Blue. Let's go through Backstreet Boys history in less than a minute. So here is the album Black and Blue, and here is the group, the Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys was formed by music mogul Lou Pearlman back in 1993. Lou wanted to put together a musical act that could dance like New Kids on the Block, but still sound like legendary R&B group Boys to Men. So auditions were held, and eventually the members became Nick, AJ, Brian, Kevin, and Howie, who we all know and love today as the Backstreet Boys. So Backstreet Boys' first project was put out in 1996. They worked with legendary music producer Max Martin, who we all know has worked on numerous artists' work in the past and to present day. So their first project was put out and it was a success. They later released that same project with the new title Backstreet Back and additional songs in 1998, which gave us numerous hits like Everybody. It gave us As Long As You Love Me and All I Have to Give. The album really put the guys on the map. But what really catapulted them into pop superstardom was their follow-up to Backstreet Back, which was Millennium. Millennium, their first hit off of the album, I Want It That Way, was a instant hit. The song was everywhere and was played on every radio station. That album would go on to sell over 25 million records. So we had, they had I Want It That Way, a single, Larger Than Life, Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely, and this single, The One. That tour and that album catapulted them into superstardom. After Millennium, the Backstreet Boys went back in the studio to record the album we will be reviewing today, which is Black and Blue. So without further ado, let's get into the album. Okay, so first song on the album we have is The Call. The Call, which was officially their second single off of this album. Right out the bat, right out the gate, they come in hard hitting. They are not playing with us when it comes to this pop music. Like The Call, it gives us everything. Like Max Martin did his thing on this. So The Call, it starts off very hard hitting, very poppy, very dramatic, and AJ comes in with his verse right off the bat, and it's just crazy. The chorus is amazing. They sound amazing on it. I love that it's upbeat. I love its dramatics. And I don't know, it was just that sound of the early 2000 pop, especially because Max Martin works on a lot of pop music, that it all gave this big dramatic sound that was just out of this world. So The Call is a great song. It gave me everything I needed to know that, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this album. Great track on The Call. Yeah. Second track on the album we have, which I consider, and in my book, is one of the best songs to be released to date by the Backstreet Boys, Shape of My Heart. Like, everything about this song gave us everything we needed. It was heartfelt, it was a ballad, but it was pop, and they sounded amazing on it. Like, lately, please try to forgive me. Stay here, don't put out the glow. Hold me now, don't bother. If every second it makes me weaker, you can't save me from the man that I've become. Oh yeah. Looking back on the things I've done. And when you get to that chorus, there's no way you cannot help but sing along. Like, this song was so good, man. From the production, man, the lyrics on this, the meaning of this song. Like, I know I Want It That Way was like so great and so huge, but Shape of My Heart, in my opinion, was a much better was much better than I Want It That Way. It really was. Like, the guys were singing their butt off on this. And you have to remember, like, this is 2000. So these guys have been together like almost a decade now. So they were they were grown men, even though they're named the Backstreet Boys. They were grown men when this album came out. And so their maturity level was different. And you could tell that when you got to Shape of My Heart. I could see any R&B group singing this song, making it their own, and it's still being, because it was a hit. It just was pop. I love Shape of My Heart. I mean, the guys killed this. They were singing their butts off. Shape of My Heart was that song, and they were right to release this as the first single off of this album, because when this album was released, not only that, with the help of Shape of My Heart, it sold over 1 million copies in the US in 1 week. This was just a heartfelt, good pop song, and it was great. I love this. Now let me show you the shape of my heart. Track number 3. Listen, miss, I mean it. There's nothing that he's worthy of. He's just another player playing in the name of love. I've had enough. Now this must come to an end. Get another boyfriend. Track number 3, Get Another Boyfriend. So we move from the heartfelt ballad, Shape of My Heart, into Get Another Boyfriend, which again, we go into that hard-hitting pop sound of the early 2000s that everyone used. That again was produced by Max Martin, and it's kind of reminiscent of the first song, The Call. So it's a very upbeat song. I love it. You know what I really love about this? I love the production on this song. It's crazy. Like, I don't know what Max Martin is thinking when he goes in the studio. It's crazy. But you have the combination of a great producer, and you have the combination of a great group that just it's not just another fly-by-night pop group. This is a group that has worked on their sound, like that sound, to reminisce, to replicate the sound of Boys to Men is undeniable when it comes to Backstreet Boys. Like, The guys are just musicians, and that's the difference. I think what makes a fly by night pop artist different from an artist is because these guys are real musicians, and you can tell it when they sing. It's the call is Get Another Boyfriend, great track. I love it. It's definitely good on the album. So we move into track number 4, which is Shining Star. Now, Shining Star, again, is another banger on the album. Shining Star is, we move from pop into a more urban sound with Shining Star. And it was produced by legendary music producer Rodney Jenkins. If you know, you know he was the hit. He is, well, still is the hit maker to this day. He's worked with everyone. But Shining Star, the guys sound amazing on this track. And it starts off with the chorus, "You're my shining star, that is what you are. There is no one like you, baby. Angels everywhere. Every time you're near, you will always be my baby." And then it goes into the verse. And again, AJ delivers on the verse. Brian delivers on this verse. Nick always delivers on his verse. It's just a great upbeat, fast song. I love it. Again, I love the sound on this, but particularly there's one notice I think I noticed different with Shining Star was there was a sense, well, there was a falsetto that you heard in it, and I don't know who was doing that. Falsetto on the chorus, but they did a great job because they held that through the whole thing. You're my shining star. And that's what's so great about these guys is because they are good at mimicking their sound. They are good at forming themselves into the mold of whatever sound they're trying to go for a record. Shining Star, great track in my book. Moving into the next track on the album, we get is I Promise You With Everything I Am. This is the second ballad off of the album, and I have to say this about this. I would say this was probably one of my least favorite tracks on the album, only because, granted, the guys sound great on it. The harmonies are amazing. I thought the lyrics were a little bit lazy on this, and I thought the production wasn't that great on it either. I don't think the song was up to the guys' caliber. Honestly, I don't think. I mean, like, these guys can really sing, and this is song. It really sounds ABC. So, I Promise You, even though it's not one that I skip, I don't mind it on the album. I just would have preferred it being later on, like towards the end of the album. Coming from Shining Star, it wasn't a great placement. But I Promise You, it's not bad. It's just, it really is, it kind of, it was like a letdown for me because I thought it wasn't up to the caliber of the musicians and the guys that were singing it. Moving on in the album, we have our next track, which is The Answer to Our Lives, track number 6 on the album. So we picked back up the pace to another upbeat pop song that just should have honestly been a single. It is so great. It is so great. The Answer to Our Lives, like, yes, this is what I mean when I say it's up to the caliber of the musicians. And this is one of them. The Answer to Our Lives is a hit. It is a hit. It really is a hit. Such a great song. I love it. The guys sound amazing on it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they sampled MJ on this. You can hear it when you listen to the production. The production is great. The guys sound not simply amazing. They just sound good on this track. They really sound like they are like at one. They sound like they're harmonized. Their harmonies are incredible. They sound like they've been together so long that they're easy to work with. Like, I just love this track. This track is a standout for me on this album. The chorus, show me a reason, give me a sign, tell me the way we fall out of line. Is it today or is it tonight? We'll find. the answer to our lives. It's just a great track. You have to listen to this, man. You really do. Like, this album was so amazing. It to me, it is quintessential Backstreet Boys. Really, really good. Let's move on. Next on the album we have is Everyone. Now, Everyone is again an upbeat, fast pop track that just is incredible. It's great. It's amazing. And the one thing I love about the Backstreet Boys is like they always try to put a track on their albums that was thanking their fans. They are always letting their fans know how appreciated they are for the success and making them who they are today. This song, I love it. It's fast, it's upbeat. It's not one to miss on the album. This one goes out to everyone, everyone, everyone. Say this one goes out to everyone. We're standing strong 'cause of what you've done. And this one goes out to you. The guys are really singing. Like, it is crazy. Like, I don't know, because they are a white group. They are essentially a pop group. But I mean, if they were to venture into other genres of music, it would probably do just as great or even better, because the guys are really singing, even on these tracks that aren't this track that isn't lyrically overcomplicated or isn't deep. Everyone is still a great track because the production one is great. I mean, it sounds like we are on a movie. We are watching a movie trailer, just how Max Martin puts these production together. But still, you have these guys who sing with intention, and it's just crazy. It's incredible. Next up on the album we have is More Than That. So More Than That was officially a single off of the album, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, I'm not. It was a single off of the album, and it is a ballad. Now, the one thing I noticed when it came, I remember when this video came out, and I noticed one thing about the Backstreet Boys is like they were not so worried about dancing or being it seemed like they weren't in that space where they were when they first recorded their first album, second album, third album, now this being their fourth. It seemed like they were more into, let's make just good music and be the musicians that we are. And it shows when you listen to this album, because yes, you still have the poppy sound stuff, but because they are a pop group, but they're deeper tracks. Like the messaging in some of these songs, like More Than That, is a heartfelt, great track that I will love you more than that, more than, this guy's been treating you. Oh, I will love you more than that. I will say the words and take them back. Don't give loneliness a chance. Baby, listen to me when I say I will love you more than that. And it's just great. Like it's amazing. And even more so, like the verses, like Brian and AJ, like the way the verses are just killer. Like it is, the production on this is crazy. It would deserve to be a single. Great song. Next track on the album, we have one of my all-time favorites from the Backstreet Boys, and on this album, Back in Blue, we have is Time. Time is, you just have to sit back and it's just good, man. It's good. It's really, really good. And notwithstanding that it was produced by one of my favorite artists, legendary producer, songwriter, and singer, Babyface. Time is just it. It you knew if Babyface was on it, it was gonna be a good record, a great record. And I know these guys delivered on this song. Like, it's such a reflective song. It's, These guys have been together since 1993, coming up to a decade. They have been teenagers, they've grown up in the media, they've been through a lot. And this song, I think, embodies everything up to this point to where they were in their career and in their lives. I love this song. Time, look where we are and what we've been through. Time, sharing our dreams. Time goes on, it goes on and on every day. Time is what it is, come what may. And like I say, this song puts you in a reflective state. I think when I first heard this song, like I really did have to share a tear because I was like, look how far like we have come. I was just thinking about my family. I was like, look how far we have come and where we are today. It's one of those songs that will get you. It really will get you. Great job on this song. The guys sound amazing on it. It is one of my all-time favorites from this group. And it was placed beautifully on this album. Coming right after a ballad, More Than That. Time is it's the gem on this album. So we move in from two ballads into our next track, which is a pop track, which is we're back upbeat with No, Not For Me. This song is quintessentially a pop record again, produced by Max Martin. It is great. It is upbeat. And this is the one thing I want to say when you listen to like boy bands and what sets Backstreet Boys apart from just any other boy band is that you have to take out the poppy sound if you're not a pop fan, but just their sound in general. They sound so good, even on these tracks that, most people, if you're not a pop lover, would be like, it's a pop song. But if you took the time to listen to their sound, even on these fast, upbeat, big production-wise songs, you can't help but acknowledge like, hey, they sound amazing. They sound amazing. They sound so crisp. They sound so clear and so precise on this that you can't take it away from them. So not For Me, great track, upbeat. It's one of my favorites on this album. Again, I listened to this song. It's not a skip on this album. So great job on Not For Me. Next up on the album we have is Yes, I Will. And if any track on this album was to let you know that they really studied Boys to Men, Yes, I Will would be it, because it is quintessentially an R&B track. It really is. It is just that a white group is singing it, but it definitely is an R&B track. I could see any R&B group singing this, from Boys to Men. Let's go with Jodeci. Let's go with 112. Let's go any of them. I could see them doing this track. Yes, I Will definitely Yes, I Will definitely is an R&B track. It is good. It's great. It's slowed down. It is another ballad. It's a love song. The guys sound great on this track as they have during the whole album. And again, for me, this is not one that to miss on the album. It just is growing up with R&B a lot. So for me, it sounds quintessential R&B male track. I will say for this, the standout for me was AJ on this song. His voice, that rasp and that power he has in his voice, especially when he delivers his verses, is insane. I love his voice. Great job on Yes, I Will. But again, like I said, it is strictly like if you want R&B 101, this would be it. After Yes, I Will, we move into It's True. Now, It's True is another ballad on the album, and it's placed really good coming after Yes, I Will. Now, this is why I said I promised should have been later on in the album, because it would have fit right in with these ballads that we have later on towards the end of the album. But It's True is a great ballad. It is It sounds great. It's the guys singing their hearts out. It's true, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Yes, it's true. Without you, I would fall apart. It's a great ballad. What I love about this track in particular is that it builds as it goes on. Again, Brian sounds amazing. AJ sounds amazing on it. Nick sounds amazing. The whole group sounds amazing on it. So, great job on It's True. The last track on the album we have is How Do I Fall in Love with You? Long title, huh, for a track. But again, we have, this other ballad. And now that I'm thinking about it, and the placement, I promise, I guess it was okay with where it was in the album, because when you have like 3 ballads back to back, you kind of need to move one up in placement. So it's still not my favorite. It's probably my least favorite on the album, but I like the song for what it is. But How Do I Fall in Love? I love this track simply because it gives Howie the chance to shine. I mean, it is a beautiful love song. Howie sounds amazing on it. And that's one of the things, that's why I appreciated Backstreet Boys like the most when it came to the pop male groups, is because they gave everybody in the group a chance to shine. They gave Kevin a chance to shine, Howie a chance to shine. We know that Nick, AJ, and Brian was more of like lead vocalists, but that didn't take away from what Howie and Kevin gave to the group. So again, How Do I Fall in Love with You is a great song, great love song. I love it. I just love this album. It was great reminiscing on this album and seeing how great it was. This is one of those albums I appreciate because there are literally no room for skips. I mean, I promise you, don't get me wrong. It's one that, I let play, but this was like an A+ in my book when it came to albums produced by the Backstreet Boys. And their albums before this, all their albums are really, really good. But if we're talking about one project that gave us everything that was hardly a miss, Black and Blue was that album. Thank you guys so much for joining me on our review of the album Black and Blue by the Backstreet Boys. I hope you will go back and give it a listen and go down memory lane and reminisce on fond memories and the great work of the great music that was put out on this album. If you like this review, follow me on DZ Music 84 on TikTok and on Instagram. Until next time, this is your boy DZ Music. Remember also, hey, you can also go and check out some of my old videos as well and get your life on some of those other videos too. Until next time, DZ Music, I will see you on the next album review.
Yippee-ki-yo, yippee-ki-yay, working like 3 dots, ready for a vacate. Like it when we touch down, like it when we spontaneous. So I work as hard as I play. I'm trying to see you in the moonlight, so you can meet me by the poolside. I know you're looking for a good time, yeah. But listen, baby, you just show. This is not a drill, this is how I feel. Pop champagne, I'ma do it for the thrill. Escape with me, I'm saying it maybe. We could take off and then land on a jet ski. Baby, I'll hold you tight. Top shelf with the dash.